My wife said my family always comes first, yours second. I replied, good to know. Then I moved myself to first in my own life. I should have seen it coming. But you know how it is when you are in it. You make excuses, think it will get better. Convince yourself you are overreacting. My wife and I have been married 5 years. Her family has always been involved, really involved. The kind of involved where her mom has a key to our place and uses it whenever she wants. Where her brother treats our garage like his personal storage unit. Where family dinners are not optional. They are mandatory. At first I thought it was sweet. Big family, close-knit, always there for each other. Then the requests started. Her brother needed $3,000 for a business opportunity that never materialized. Her sister needed help with rent, just this once. That turned into 4 months. Her parents needed a new AC unit and somehow that became our responsibility. Always an emergency, always urgent, always my wallet. Every time I pushed back even a little, same script. But they are family, like that explained everything. Like being related gave them unlimited access to our bank account. I'm not here to talk about that though. I'm here to talk about what happened with my birthday trip. We had planned this coast vacation for months. Nice hotel already paid for, time off approved. I was actually excited for once. Then her mom called. Her brother needed someone to Cosign a loan, 8 grand. My wife was in the kitchen when she took the call. I was making coffee, half listening. Then I heard it. Of course we will help. I will cancel our trip. Did not even ask me. Did not even hesitate. Hold on, I said. We are not canceling. She put her hand over the phone. My brother needs us. Your brother needs a cosigner for a loan he will default on. That is not our problem. Her face did this thing. This look I had seen before but never really acknowledged. Pure disbelief that I would dare question a family decision. We are helping him. The trip can wait. No, she actually looked shocked. What do you mean no? I mean no, we are not canceling. We are not cosigning. I'm done funding your family's disasters. She told her mom she would call back. Then turned to me with this expression like I just announced I was joining a cult. Why are you being like this? He is my brother, and I am your husband, which apparently means nothing. That is not fair. You are right. What is not fair is me being an ATM for people who have never paid back a single loan. What is not fair is canceling our plans every time someone in your family snaps their fingers. My family always comes first. She interrupted. That is just how it is. You come second. You knew this when you married me. The silence that followed was like the air got sucked out of the room. I just stood there holding my coffee mug, processing what she had just said out loud. Say that again, I said quietly. My family comes first. Yours second. That is just reality. Family is forever, but she trailed off, did not need to finish. Message received loud and clear. Good to know, I said, so you understand, we will help. Nope, but thanks for the clarity. I walked out of the kitchen. She followed me confused. Where are you going? To pack for my birthday trip. You can stay here and help your family. I am going. You cannot just go without me. Sure I can. You made your choice. I am making mine. She sputtered something about being unreasonable, about not understanding family, about me being selfish. I just kept packing, took the trip solo. Actually invited my buddy instead, had a great time, posted pictures. She called me about 15 times. I did not answer. When I got back, I had made some decisions, started separating everything. We had always kept our own accounts mostly, but I had been covering like 70% of expenses because I make more. And she always had some family emergency draining her funds. Set up a new checking account. Changed my direct deposit. Sat down with a calculator and figured out exactly 50% of every bill. Mortgage, utilities, internet, groceries, everything. That is what I would pay, not a penny more. She noticed pretty quick when her card got declined. I had removed her as an authorized user on my credit card, the one she used for her family's constant emergencies. What the hell? She came storming into my office. My card does not work. Correct, I canceled it. You cannot just cancel my card. It was not your card, it was mine. You were an authorized user, not anymore. Her face went red. How am I supposed to pay for things? With your money like an adult. This is insane. We are married. And according to you, I am second place, so I am treating this marriage accordingly. You handle your priorities, I will handle mine. She tried the whole guilt trip thing. How could I be so cold? Did I not love her? What about our partnership? Partnership, I actually laughed. You literally told me I am second to your family. There is no partnership here. There is you, your family. And then somewhere way down the list there is me. So now I am putting myself first. That is fair, right? You are punishing me. No, just matching your energy. She went to her parents' house. Came back a few days later, probably expecting me to have cooled down or apologized or something. Instead, I had turned the spare room into my office. Her craft supplies were boxed up in the garage. What did you do to my room? Got myself an office. Needed a space that is mine. That was my room, was it? I pay half the mortgage. This is my house too. I'm using my space. We barely spoke after that. I started doing my own thing, signed up for a woodworking class, joined a softball league, made plans without her. When she asked where I was going, I would just say out. It drove her crazy. She was used to me being available, being the guy who showed up and smiled and paid for things. Now I was just not. Things stayed tense like that for a while. Then the real emergency hit. Her brother. Turns out he had been gambling, not like casual weekend poker, underground games, serious money. He was into some people for 35 grand. My wife came home crying with her whole family, parents, sister, the brother who looked like he had gotten worked over. They were all standing in my living room like they owned the place. We need your help, her dad said. No hello. No how are you, just straight to it. With what? My son owes some dangerous people money. We need $35,000 by the end of the week. I looked at them all, her mom crying, her sister looking desperate, her brother avoiding eye contact. That is rough, I said. Her dad's jaw clenched. We need you to help us. Why would I do that? You could hear a pin drop because he is family. Her mom shrieked, he is your family, not mine. Apparently I am not actually part of this family, remember. My wife grabbed my arm. Please, they could really hurt him. Probably should have thought about that before gambling 35 grand he does not have. Her brother finally spoke up. Dude, these guys are serious. I am in real danger. Then sell your truck. That is worth what? 15 grand? Sell it. I need that for work. And I need my money for my priorities. You made your choices. Deal with the consequences. Her dad stepped closer. What kind of man abandons family in a crisis? The kind who was told he is second place. The kind who watched you all treat him like a walking ATM for 5 years. That kind. We took you in, treated you like a son. I had to laugh at that. You treated me like a bank. Big difference. Her mom started wailing. Please. We are begging you. He could die. Probably should have parented better then. My wife's face went pale. How can you be so heartless? Easy. I learned from watching your family. You want heartless. You have spent 5 years making it crystal clear I do not actually matter to you people. I am just useful. Well, guess what? I am not useful anymore. I will divorce you. My wife said quietly. If you do not help, I will leave. Okay, she blinked. What? Go ahead, divorce me. Save me the trouble of filing myself. That is when her sister started screaming, called me every name in the book. Her mom joined in. Her dad looked like he wanted to hit me. Get out of my house. I said calmly, all of you, now this is her house too. Her sister yelled, no, my name on the mortgage, my house. Get out or I am calling the cops. They left, dragging my still crying wife with them. She did not come home that night, or the next. Found out through a mutual friend they managed to scrape together about 20 grand. Her parents took a loan against their house. Her sister pawned her wedding ring. Her brother sold his truck, still short 15 grand. The people he owed gave him an extension and started charging interest. And apparently they all decided this was my fault. Update 1. The harassment started pretty much immediately. Her dad showed up at my office, made it past the lobby somehow. Started yelling at me in front of my coworkers about abandoning family, about being a coward, about what kind of man I was. Security had to drag him out. He was screaming the whole time about how I would regret this, how karma would get me. My boss called me in after. What the hell was that? I explained the whole situation. The gambling, the money, the divorce. Jesus, he said. Look, I get it, but we cannot have that kind of scene here again. Understood, I will handle it. But handling it was harder than I thought because they were not done. Her mom started a phone campaign, called everyone in my family, my parents, my siblings, my aunts and uncles, cousins I have not spoken to in years, told them all I was heartless, that I refused to help in a crisis, that I was abandoning my wife. My mom called me. She is saying you would not help with an emergency. She is saying I would not give her brother 35 grand for his gambling debts. Long pause. Oh, that is different. Yeah, good for you, baby. Do not let them bully you. Most of my family was cool once they got the real story, but her family kept escalating. Someone keyed my car, deep deliberate scratches all down the side. I am 90% sure it was her brother, but cannot prove it. Filed a police report anyway. $800 in damage. Then my wife's sister showed up at my softball game. Waited until we were done, then cornered me in the parking lot. You know they beat him up again, right? Broke 2 of his ribs. That is on you. That is on him for gambling. You could have prevented it. He could have prevented it by not being an idiot. You are a sociopath, and you are enabling a gambling addict. We all got our flaws. She called me some more names and left. The really dirty trick came through work again. Someone filed an anonymous HR complaint, said I had been making threatening comments about family members and showing unstable behavior. HR called me in. Different person this time, looked uncomfortable. We received a complaint about you. From who? Anonymous. But they are claiming you have been volatile, making concerning statements about harming family members. I just stared. That is completely fabricated. We have to investigate all complaints. Ended up having to write a statement explaining the whole divorce situation. The harassment from her family, everything. It was humiliating. This needs to stop. My boss told me after. I am sympathetic, but if her family keeps involving the workplace, we are going to have a problem. I am working on it. Started documenting everything. Every call, every text, every incident, built a file. My wife finally called me, first time we had spoken since that night. We need to talk. About what? About us. About fixing this. There is nothing to fix. You made your choice. I made mine. We are done. Do I not at least deserve a conversation? You told me I am second place and expected me to fund your family's crises forever. We had the only conversation that matters. I did not mean it like that. Yeah, you did, and it is fine, but you do not get to have it both ways. Your family comes first. Great. They can support you through this divorce. She started crying. Please, can we just talk face to face? Against my better judgment, I agreed to meet her for coffee. Big mistake. She showed up with her mom, ambush style. Her mom started in immediately. You need to stop this foolishness and help us. I am leaving. I stood up. My wife grabbed my hand. Please just listen. I came to talk to you, not get ambushed by your mom. She is here because you will not listen to reason. Reason? You want to talk about reason. Your brother gambled away 35 grand. Your family took out loans they cannot pay back to cover his mess. And somehow I am the unreasonable one for not joining that disaster. Her mom's face went red. He made a mistake. He made a series of choices. Bad ones, not my problem. We raised you, fed you at our table, welcomed you into our family. You used me. There is a difference. I left them sitting there, blocked both their numbers. The divorce papers came a week later, along with some absolutely insane demands. She wanted half the house. Fine, standard, half my retirement, sure, that is how it works. But then she wanted me to pay her legal fees because the divorce was caused by my financial abandonment. And she wanted compensation for emotional distress to the tune of 10 grand. My lawyer actually laughed when she read it. They cannot be serious. They are serious. We will counter. This is ridiculous. The back and forth started. Her lawyer playing hardball, my lawyer shutting it down with facts. Meanwhile, her family situation was apparently getting worse. Found out her parents might actually lose their house. The loan they took had some kind of balloon payment they cannot cover. Her brother disappeared, just vanished. Word is he left the state because the people he owed were not playing around anymore. And her sister's marriage was falling apart because she pawned her wedding ring and her husband was pissed. All of it landing squarely in my wife's lap. She tried texting me from her sister's phone since I had blocked her. Are you happy now? My parents are losing everything. My brother is gone. My sister is getting divorced. All because you would not help. I screenshotted and sent it to my lawyer. Did not respond to her. What was there to say? Update 2 court day arrived. She showed up with an entourage, parents, sister, even some cousins I barely recognized, like they thought numbers would intimidate me or something. Her lawyer looked smug. Had this whole presentation ready about how I had systematically isolated and financially abused my wife. My lawyer brought receipts, started with the spreadsheet. 5 years of family emergencies I had paid for, every loan, every bailout. Every crisis. Total came to just over 24 grand, not a penny repaid. Showed how I had been paying 70% of household expenses despite us both working. Showed the credit card statements. 3,000 in cash advances the month before I canceled her access. All sent to family. Then came the text messages. Years of them. Her canceling plans for family stuff. The conversation where she said point blank, my family comes first, yours second. The judge's eyebrows went up at that one. Her lawyer tried to spin it. My client was in an emotionally impossible situation, forced to choose between her husband and her family. Nobody forced her to choose. My lawyer cut in. She made that choice herself, explicitly. And my client accepted it and acted accordingly. Her mom could not help herself. Started sobbing loudly in the back. He abandoned us when we needed him most. The judge looked up. Ma'am, you are not a party to this divorce. Be quiet or leave. That shut her up, temporarily. Her lawyer tried a different angle, argued I should pay her legal fees because I caused the divorce by withdrawing financial support. She filed for divorce. My lawyer pointed out, not him, she initiated this, only because he made the marriage untenable. By setting reasonable financial boundaries after being told he was second priority. The judge looked tired. Counsel, unless you have evidence of actual abuse or illegal activity, the court is not interested in marital drama. Do you have such evidence? Her lawyer floundered. Well, the sudden withdrawal of financial support. He stopped paying for her family's emergencies with his personal income. That is not abuse. That is a boundary. Next argument, they tried to push for alimony, claimed she had been economically dependent on me. Judge looked at her income, looked at the evidence of where my money had actually been going, her family not her, and shut it down. The court finds both parties are employed and capable of supporting themselves. No alimony, the final settlement, house gets sold. Split 50-50, retirement accounts divided per state guidelines. We each pay our own legal fees. No alimony, no contact. Her lawyer tried to argue, but the judge was done. Outside the courthouse, her dad tried one more time. You are really going to let her family lose everything? We are going to be homeless. You took out loans you could not afford to cover gambling debts. That is on you. We welcomed you. As a wallet. Yeah, I know. Good luck with that foreclosure. Her brother showed up out of nowhere. Must have snuck back into town. He was in my face immediately. You think you are better than us? I think I am smarter than you. He shoved me. My lawyer stepped between us, already on her phone with courthouse security. Touch my client again and we are filing charges. Security showed up fast, escorted him away while he yelled about what he would do to me. How I would pay. All the usual empty threats. My wife just stood there crying while her mom hugged her. Her sister was on the phone, probably trying to find a place to stay since their parents were about to lose their house. I drove away while her dad yelled at me about karma. The house sold within a month. Good asking price. Market is good right now. After the mortgage, we each cleared about 85 grand. She needed hers immediately. Her parents' foreclosure was already in process. I put mine in a savings account and started looking at condos, found out through friends what happened after. Her parents lost the house, moved in with her sister. Her sister's marriage did not survive the stress. Husband filed for divorce. Her brother is apparently in another state still dodging his debts. My ex is working 2 jobs trying to stay afloat. Her settlement money disappeared trying to help her parents. She is in a studio apartment now. Broken, exhausted. And here is the thing I did not expect. Her family barely talks to her anymore. Apparently they blame her for letting me go and ruining their gravy train. The irony is not lost on me. She sacrificed our marriage for them, and now they have abandoned her because she is no longer useful. Exactly what I said would happen. Final update: as for me, I bought a condo downtown. 2-bedroom. Nice balcony, modern kitchen. It is all mine, no compromises, no ugly furniture from her mom. No family photos I have to pretend to like. I have been seeing someone new. She is a teacher, has her own life, her own money, her own boundaries. When she talks about her family, it is normal stuff. Nobody calling at midnight needing cash. We are taking it slow. She knows what happened with my ex. I told her everything on our 3rd date because I did not want any surprises. She listened without interrupting. When I finished, she said thank you for being honest. Then she said she was sorry that happened to me and she was glad I got out. That was it. No judgment, no prying questions, just acceptance. I had one last contact with my ex. She got a new number, texted me. I hope you are happy. You destroyed my whole family because you could not help in an emergency. I thought about not responding, but I needed to say it one final time. Your family destroyed itself by treating people like ATMs and making terrible choices. I just stopped participating. Good luck, blocked the number. My therapist asked if I felt guilty. No, I said, and I meant it. Why not? Because I did not do anything wrong. They had an emergency. It was not my emergency. They had consequences for their choices. Those are not my consequences. She nodded. Sounds like you have processed this well. Maybe I have, or maybe I am just done caring about people who never cared about me. Either way, I sleep fine. The revenge was not elaborate, was not some master plan. It was just stopping. Stopping the loans, stopping the sacrifices. Stopping the endless cycle of putting myself last while they put themselves first. They called it abandonment. I call it self-respect. Last week I went to dinner with my parents. My mom asked how I was really doing. I told her honestly that I was good, better than I had been in years. She reached across the table and took my hand. I am proud of you, she said, for standing up for yourself, for not letting them use you anymore. Thanks, Mom. Your father and I were worried for a long time. We could see what was happening, but we did not want to interfere. I know, I appreciate you letting me figure it out. We just wanted you to be happy. And you seem happy now. I really am, and that is the truth. I am happy. I have my own space, my own money, my own life. No one making demands. No one treating me like second best. No one expecting me to fund their disasters, just me. Living my life, making my own choices. Sometimes I think about what my ex said, that her family always comes first, that I was second, and I realize she was right, I was second, but that was her choice, not mine, and now I have made my choice too. I come first, in my own life. Finally, people ask if I regret how it ended, if I wish I had tried harder to make it work. The answer is no, not even a little bit, because here is what I learned. You cannot make someone value you if they have already decided you are just a resource. You cannot logic someone into treating you with respect if they have already decided you are just a wallet. All you can do is stop participating, stop enabling, stop accepting less than you deserve. My ex wanted me to be second place and fund first place. I wanted to be a partner in an equal relationship. Those things are not compatible, so it ended. And honestly, best decision I ever made. They called it abandonment, I call it freedom.